Coming up on Around St. Louis, I'm going to show you how to fix one of my favorite dishes from the famous Al's restaurant in Cicero, Illinois, linguine, broccoli, and shrimp. It only takes about a half hour. You can put it together. It's coming up right now. Oh, and by the way, always helps to have a little wine while you're cooking. The first step in this process is to slice your garlic, and you want to use a new razor blade to do this because you want to slice it as thinly as possible, and you want to almost liquefy it in a pan. Where did I see this process done before?
Paulie did the prep work. He was doing a year for contempt, and he had this wonderful system for doing the garlic. He used a razor, and he used to slice it so thin that it used to liquefy in the pan with just a little oil.
Now take your olive oil, put in about 3 tablespoons in the pan, and I take that real thinly sliced garlic, put it in there. I usually preheat the pan a little bit, and what this does is it flavors your whole dish if you get this right. I even make my red sauce like this. You just don't want it to burn, so make sure you stir it up good. Once your garlic browns a little bit, then I'll add another 1.5 cups, 2 cups of olive oil to it and let that simmer a little bit. Then I'll put my stick of butter in there and let it kind of all meld together. Once your butter has melted down pretty good, this is where you want to get some oregano or Italian seasoning. Either one works pretty good. Sometimes I use both. Just mix it around a little bit and then let it simmer at a very low heat. Very low. You don't want to burn your garlic nor your butter, so make sure it's on low. I usually boil the water for the linguine. In the meantime, I'll throw a little rack up there and steam the broccoli while the sauce is still simmering. After about 10-15 minutes, I'll take it off the steamer basket, put it right into my sauce. I'll even take the lid from the pan and put it over the broccoli, let it steam in some of that garlic flavor, and get ready for the shrimp. Little tip on the shrimp. If you didn't already buy pre-cooked shrimp, when you're boiling your water for your pasta, you could always throw your shrimp in there. It only takes a minute or two to cook. Pull it out, put it in your sauce, and you can still cook your pasta in that pan. It saves you a little time. After a few minutes of it steaming, I'll throw my shrimp in there. Shrimp doesn't take as much time to absorb the flavors, so I'll just throw it in there and mix it all in together. Now, what's good about this dish, if you don't want to use as many shrimp, you don't have to. If you want to use more, if you like shrimp more, you can put some in. I usually do a pound for a pound. If I'm going to do a pound of pasta, I'll usually do about a pound of shrimp. And broccoli, same thing. You can put in as much or as less as you like, or not put it in at all. This dish works fine without it. If you want to use different veggies, I always forget I want to try this with asparagus sometime. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure it works well also. On the broccoli, you can use frozen. Of course, fresh works better. If you do use frozen, make sure it's thawed out all the way. I have used it before, but thaw it out and make sure before you put it in, it's not frozen at all. I let that simmer until the pasta is cooked. Then I take the pasta off the stove, strain it, put it back in the pot, and then I drop all the ingredients together, mix it well, and it's ready to serve. And it is good. I'm going to post, right after this, I'm going to post all the ingredients. So if you want to pause it or stop it, this is where it'll be. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.